Boom, welcome to another weekly edition of the Best Way to Smoke News. You know, that place where you get that news that you most definitely cannot refuse. And when we spit in this news, you got to get you a glue guard so you stop smoking spit. And it's being presented to you by Serpo Jr.
Big J.
Yep, and Texas to vote on cannabis decriminalization proposal in November.
Oh, yeah, they need to do that.
Yep, and they got a different or similar petition on track in Lockhart, Texas. Voters in Bastrop, Texas will consider a cannabis decriminalization measure in November. Reports say city officials last week certified the petition, which would make cannabis the lowest priority for Bastrop police. That's kind of like if you ain't catching on, it's like if you're walking with some bud or whatever, or that's kind of like pushed to the back. You know what I'm saying?
They saying it's the lowest priority, though, but they can still trip.
Below they can trip, but it's going to be like,
Right.
If I was the police, I'd be like, they just got some bud.
For real.
You know what I'm saying? But the campaign was led by Desiree Venable, who is also the Democratic candidate for Texas House District 17. The criminalization of marijuana undermines our individual freedoms and limits career opportunities. The decriminalization of marijuana is a crucial step toward the criminal justice reform we desperately need, and I am happy to be part of this progress.
Oh.
Texas, we got to get on up there, you know what I'm saying? Get that decriminalization down.
Because
in some spots they don't play out there in Texas, though.
Sure. No. Hey, we all know Snoop Dogg stay involved in weed, you know what I'm saying, with the cannabis.
He said he don't smoke no more.
That nigga smoked out with the trees. Look, Snoop Dogg takes marijuana venture global by opening Cannabis Cafe in Amsterdam. Snoop Dogg has already taken his latest marijuana venture global, announcing the opening of a cannabis coffeehouse in Amsterdam just weeks after launching his flagship shop in Los Angeles. The artist, a famed cannabis connoisseur, is already in Europe for the Olympics, where he carried the ceremonial torch. And that nigga C-Walk too, though. Mm-hmm. And has served as a commentator for NBC's coverage. Now he's bringing business to Amsterdam with his Swede. Smoke weed every day. You know what I'm saying? That's hard. Marijuana Cafe, which will officially open its doors on Thursday, which opened, you know what I'm saying, last week. The 2-story coffee house will feature exclusive strange edibles and smoking accessories that adults can buy and, if they choose, consume in shop. The cafe is decorated with graffiti and other artwork that honors the rapper's legacy. On the bottom floor, there's also a section devoted to hosting events such as exclusive product launches. This also comes shortly after Snoop Dogg came out with a new line of limited edition products from his Death Row Records cannabis brand. The products lined honored rapper Tupac Shakur, or Tupac, an iconic artist who Snoop befriended before he was killed in a shooting in 1997. It was Tupac who gifted Snoop his first blunt. I don't know about that one, though, but you know what I'm saying? I don't know about that one, though, but that's dope, man. Snoop Dogg, he stayed relevant, man.
Do we mean like probably in like a Swisher or something? He probably was smoking paper.
Yeah, maybe something different, though. You know what I mean? But
shout out to Snoop Dogg.
Yeah, shout out to Snoop, man. He definitely stayed relevant when it comes to him, period. Now they calling him like the grandpa of the industry type shit.
I think I've been a member of Swede since a long time.
Smoke weed every day.
You know what I'm saying?
Moving on.
Okay, we on to this one. You like hair, bro?
Hair?
Hair.
Yeah, I like hair.
And let's see what right, let's see what these people in New Jersey is talking about with hair, though.
Okay.
New Jersey recalls cannabis products due to insects in human hair.
Huh.
The New Jersey Cannabis Regulatory Commission on Monday issued a recall of flowers sold by Green Medicine, New Jersey, after lab-tested samples were found to include insects and human hair.
What the fuck?
Man,
Bullshit.
the testing followed a complaint filed with an agency on July 18th. The recall includes products with trade name Green Joy. You had you some Green Joy. You had you some insect legs and
hair.
somebody pubic hairs.
Yep.
They ain't say what kind of hairs.
So it's pubic hairs.
You know what I'm saying?
Smoking pubic hairs.
The laboratory tested 15 samples from a single dispensary and discovered that 12 of the packages contained insects and one contained what appeared to be human hair. The products were sold as loose flower and pre-rolls in jars and boxes of various sizes. In a press release, the CRC indicated that random sampling and testing at cultivation and wholesale facilities associated with Green Medicine is ongoing. Before I read the little rest right there, I just got to give a shout out to all the shops. East Coast, West Coast, you know what I'm saying? Wherever it's legal, you know what I'm saying? That's taking the legal route, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes you may take a hit, you know what I'm saying, where the fees and all this may, you know what I'm saying, be at, but you taking the measures to make sure consumers get some right stuff. Shouts out to y'all.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? According to the CRC website, the recall appears to be the first issued by the agency this year. Green Medicine obtained its adult use license last April, according to the Haiti, New Jersey report, which notes that the company has held a medical cannabis cultivation license since the 2019-2020 licensing round. The company is based in Colorado and had trouble obtaining a cannabis license from the local government, which led to the company filing a lawsuit, according to a My Citro Jersey report. They were ultimately granted their medical cannabis license in October of 2021. So since they licenses, they've been having, you know what I'm saying, little ant legs and pubic hairs and armpit hairs and shit in their pre-rolls.
Yeah, that's crazy, man, because for it to be like broadcasted like that on the news type shit, it have to be a lot. You know what I'm
in
saying?
trouble.
I ain't fucking with them. Moving on. Okay. So wouldn't you like to, should it be restrictions on where we smoke?
Nope.
Updated Minnesota law allows recreational marijuana smoking in public, but not in apartments. Yep. Minnesota has some of the nation's most permissive rules for smoking and vaping cannabis, being one of just a handful of states that allow public consumption. Aside from local ordinances that are more restrictive, those 21 and older generally can smoke and vape wherever tobacco smoking is allowed. But a date change in the state's recreational marijuana and hemp law passed in May imposed a new restriction on private consumption that started July 1st. Owners of multifamily housing must now ban smoking and vaping of cannabis. The restriction was contained in 2023's House File 100, but it wasn't to take effect until March of 2025. They sped that up. You know what I'm saying?
I can dig it though. You know what
There
I'm saying?
is a significant exception to that apartment ban. However, medical cannabis users who are registered with the program and have a medical card must be allowed to use smokable and vapable cannabis even in multifamily housing. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, it's a catch-22 though, because you allowing it, so it must be permissible. So if it's about the smoke and the smell and all that, but you can allow somebody that's using it for medical purposes to use it, it's still gonna have the same effect on the.
I think that'll be a stipulation.
Hell
You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
And then, you know what I'm saying, if you're a homeowner, you can smoke in your home wherever the hell you want to.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But in certain apartment buildings, you know what I'm saying, this, like whoever probably wrote this and put this up, I know you take shrooms.
On the
Because
real.
they talked to, you know, they thought about this
On the
shit.
real. On the real.
So if you smoke, if I'm blowing, a ember just fell, and that little small ember, you know, that disappears before it even hit the ground,
Right.
fall on your shirt. You may think your shirt gonna get burnt up, but it just dies out.
Right.
They thought that motherfucker was just finna engulf in flames.
Off the Shroomington.
You know what I'm saying? So they just thought about the people around them. You know what I'm saying? So it's like it's a safety measure there. So if you are living in apartments, get your own home. You can smoke in your home and everywhere.
But what if you have a condo?
Right.
Where you own basically your
condo.
apartment.
Oh, that's my shit.
Yeah, but
That's not an apartment.
But that's why it's still.
But I mean,
condo.
it's structured like an apartment. 'cause it's short walls.
But and it's still
Structured like, but not like.
and it's still in the same because people still rent the condos and shit like that too though. But it still really don't make sense because people could use it medically. So all them same things that can happen to the same person that's smoking it for medical reasons.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Take an edible.
Man, figure it out.
Figure that shit out. All right. Let me get my head together. 9 out of 10 comments to DEA on cannabis reform back rescheduling or descheduling. Ooh, I don't know why that shit just tripped me up in my motherfucking head. No, but 9 out of 10 comments to DEA on cannabis reform back rescheduling or descheduling. So pretty much, you know what I'm saying, with the Drug Enforcement Agency, it's like a lot of the comments from us. You know what I'm saying? Consumers, maybe, you know what I'm saying, business people. It's like we back in the rescheduling or the descheduling. Take it off of the Schedule 1 so we can get business and banking and all that stuff going. Other people that's with the descheduling. Best way to smoke weed with all that.
Period.
You know what I'm saying? Because, you know what I'm saying, we going to get all that and some.
Yeah.
So,
Leave it alone.
man, these numbers paint a clear picture. Over 9 out of 10 individuals who took the time to comment believe that cannabis should not remain a Schedule 1 substance. Moreover, the majority of commenters went beyond the proposed rescheduling to the Schedule 3, arguing to complete removal from the controlled substance list. Big J must have been in them comments too.
Man.
This overwhelming show of public support, equivalent to the unanimous voice of the entire state capitol, sends a powerful message to the policymakers. It suggests that not only is there broad backing for the proposed rescheduling, but there's also a significant push for even more comprehensive reform, according to Headset.
Right.
Unprecedented support for cannabis rescheduling reform revealed by data from the DEA comment period from July 23rd, 2024, I believe, up to current.
Right.
So the people, you see that? How they be saying, you Americans, we the people.
Who you voting for?
We the people.
We're not.
I'm voting for Trump. I don't give a fuck.
That's right.
And that's your weekly news with Serpo Jr.
Big J.